Navigate.
All right, now it's going.
Hi, this is Professor Tonigan. I'm coming to you to give a tutorial on how to navigate through Google Meets. With me is our MSW student, Miguel Corzo, and so he's going to be helping me bring this tutorial to you guys. A couple of things before we actually get started. You can access Google Meets either through your desktop or you can access it through your phone. Just want to give you a heads up, if you access everything through your desktop, when it's time for any presentations, you are able to do that, provide PowerPoints or different slides through the actual desktop. If you are going to use a mobile device to do that, to log on here, then unfortunately you aren't unable to access any PowerPoints or slides. So in that event, I would ask that you please send me your PowerPoints in advance via email. So at this point, we'll go ahead and get started, and Miguel will go ahead and walk us through.
Hi. So, hello everyone. I know this is very uncomfortable and it has a lot of little curveballs. So I'll try to make this as simple as possible. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to present my screen and show you guys all the different shortcuts available and pretty much how to get started. So right now, what you are seeing is my screen in just a second as soon as it's uploading. So you see this entire layout, but let's get into this meeting. Essentially, you're going to receive an email from the professor saying you have a team meeting and it's going to give you a link. The link is going to look very familiar to something like this. You'll have access if at all worst case scenario you can't get into it through your mobile device or your computer. It also has a conference number or ability to dial in from any phone, and it gives you a PIN. So you'll be provided all of this information on that email right before class. So if you have any questions, please contact Professor Tonigan and she'll provide you that information. So now let's get into how we're going to actually get into Google Meets. As you can very well see, I opened up a Google screen right here. On that Google screen, I'm going to go into my UNLV email. Right? This video chatting capabilities is limited only to UNLV students so that you can have the full ability. If you try to get in from your other Gmail accounts, it'll take you there, but you'll be limited in what you can do. And so if you have a presentation or something you would like to show, you'll be unable to do that. So we'll go into the UNLV email right here. You're going to go to your Gmail, select that link. So I'm going to paste the link right here because I'm the one who organized the meeting. So to simulate that going there, this is the screen you're going to end up getting. It's going to let you know who's all there. You'll hit join now. Once you're in, I'm not going to double up the screen, but once you're in, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have your presentation on this screen right here, so whoever is presenting will have the ability to present. So now let's talk about some of the tips and tricks about using this. Some of the concerns that have come up is background noise or other people talking or camera not knowing what view to use. So while your professor is talking, what you can do is go to your professor. You go to members right here. It'll show you everyone. You go to your professor, hit that drop down button, and this is the button you will click. It's called a pin. So you will pin your professor's screen so that she will be the primary speaker on your screen and you won't be seeing everyone else talking and everything else like that. Same capabilities on the mobile device. If you have someone pinned, what's going to end up happening is that the presentation will go away. So before someone presents, make sure you don't have anybody's screen pinned onto your desktop. That way you could be able to view whoever's presenting. Now let's talk about starting a presentation. If you have a presentation you would like everyone to see, there is this button right down here on the bottom called presentation. Now I'm currently presenting, but you'll be able to see presentation right there. And from there, you'll be able to select your desktop or to show your entire screen. So if you want to only show the PowerPoint, there is an application or a Windows option. So you select Windows and you select the one that says PowerPoint. So that would be the only one that you're showing. Once you are done presenting, you'll hit this button called Stop Presentation. So you'll go back right here, Stop Presentation, and the next person will present and their screen will take over right here. Any questions? All right, nobody. Good job. All right, let's continue. Some of the little details, if you have disabilities or if the background noise is too distracting, you have things going on, you are able to mute an individual. So if you go to the camera right there, if someone's talking or something like that, you can mute their background noise. So what you'll end up doing is, if I'm the chat creator, I'll be muting everyone from being able to hear that person, but you individually can go mute that other classmate. If you have certain needs that you would like, that you don't want too much noise going on, you can hit turn on captions, and this will allow you to be able to view the captions on the bottom. And so if you don't want captions, you could turn it off. So let's see. If we go into settings right here, if you have your camera, you can actually change the layout of your screen, make it smaller, bigger, and do whatever you need to do. So essentially, those are the general gists of how to use Google Meet. You will get an automatic link on your email. And once you get that automatic link, you'll be able to access and go into it. In all documents, actually, let me show you guys real quick. Okay. So if there are documents in your class that are being shared, such as you're using a mobile device and you sent it to Professor Tonigan, as you mentioned in the beginning, so you'll be able to add those attachments right here. And if you have a student who's presenting, you can then go select that student's presentation and view it. So there will be attachments on this window that you'll be able to have access to, and it will also be on that calendar invite. You'll have Professor Tonigan's information available. So again, please reach out if you have any questions. I would recommend that you play with Google Meets a couple times or once before the class so that you're familiar with it. Thank you. Thank you for this time. Thank you, Professor Tonigan. Let me stop.
Great. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, everybody.